All right, folks, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, speed gaming fans around the globe. I'm WXFan21. What is up to my co-commentator, Nori? Nori, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Everyone out there, hope you're having a good evening. Looking forward to some racing here. Got two of my personal favorite racers here, Bambi and Nito. Love going head to head against these two myself.
Fantastic. Well, this is going to be a ton of fun. Nori, why don't you kick us off? I'll get us all synced up.
All right, so once again, we're in season 2. So, what that means is we have a few changes. You'll see right out of the gate, we're going to have random start, so no ship time. Could be anywhere Meridia, Criteria, Torian, Wreck Ship, who names. And looks like we're getting a one of the hallways between Criteria and one of the connectors. I can't remember if this is bombs or the other one. The other major things you're going to find is the difference in the items on the map. Primarily, the hollow dots have been spread out between the energy tanks and reserves, and the ammo has been switched to an X. So, particularly super missiles and super bombs are now X's instead of hollow dots. And speaking of random starts and ships, here we are at the ship.
No, 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 no. Everyone restart the seed. I don't want to see this baby seed BS.
Baby seeds are all I've gotten last
No,
day.
no, no, baby seeds. Get this out of here. We don't want to see
We're
it.
gonna we're gonna find Morph and Navaria into gravity, guarantee it.
I
Ooh,
will
attack
leave
like that. I
commentary.
love it. Oh, there's
No,
Morph.
I'm kidding. Oh, well, get morphed, duh. We do get the Torian, though, which is interesting, right by landing site.
And our first super packs. So for anyone new with Map Rando, the biggest thing, as you can already tell, is the maps are completely randomized, the layouts, the item locations, everything. And what we're going to be looking at is the players are going to have to find items in order to essentially follow a logic pattern that's going to allow them into the next portions of the game. So of course, for example, finding Morph is going to let them go through Morph tunnels, thus accessing more areas. And the goal is to essentially get to a point where they can get through the game by beating the four major bosses, Kraid, Phantoon, Dragon, and Ridley, and that will unlock the final boss, Mother Brain.
Aqueduct. So we've gone from Criteria to Torian to Norfair. I like it.
Definitely some quick movements. Bambi going down to Aqueduct is definitely an interesting choice. Without mobility items, getting out of there is difficult and not necessarily in logic. Doable, but not in logic.
Missiles for Bambi. Energy tank and power bombs for Nito.
So definitely an interesting divergence already. I do again think Bambi going down to Aqueduct this early is a mistake, but we'll find out if they get rewarded for that. The big challenge here being that to get out, you have to do a very slow snail climb, which is not technically in logic without high jump boots.
Well, Bambi's gonna do it anyway.
It's not a hard thing to do, it's just a very slow thing to do.
Ooh, we get our first map station. Hello, Dragon, double major. So Big Pink is where you needed to stay. You gotta get those two majors, and that's exactly where Nito's gonna head. As Bambi finds three musketeers.
And we'll get to see if they do a early Dragon play like we often see. Can be a little spicy. They don't really have any missiles or other techniques to fight Dragon, but depending on what these majors are, or if they find a few missile packs on the way, it's possible. The bigger issue is getting out of Dragon's room. If your only exit is that top right, you've got to have some mobility items to get back out.
Mobility items.
Ooh, we got Billy Mays. Aw, no double major, sadly. Grapple, though.
Grapple makes things interesting.
Now, grapple is one of those items we were talking about for Dragon. There are some tricks you can use both to kill and get out of Dragon's room with that. Meanwhile, Bambi doing that slow snail climb.
Nito finds Ice Beam.
And just like Wanderer mentioned in the chat, Grapple Beam definitely can kill Dragon. In fact, it's one of the more efficient ways to do it. The bigger challenge is getting back out of Dragon's area, which you can use a grapple into the underwater grapple jumps off the turret. But that is a technique that can be a little tricky to do.
It's also not in logic and hard settings. I believe it's a very hard logic setting.
I'm pretty sure you're correct on that.
Mm-hmm. Another energy tank.
And a crit.
And the other thing, too, with Dragon, if you use a grapple kill, it takes energy.
Ooh, and the fist getting in the way for Kraid there.
Rude.
But quick work is still made. See Nito going into Cack Alley, one of the worst places in my opinion to find.
Cack Alley is tough in its own right.
It's one of those areas that if you don't have very specific items, it can get real difficult real fast. Particularly left to right is the one that I hate.
Either way, it's tough.
Bambi making it through, about to make that map station. They're going to find those majors that Nito has picked up. Nito probably with a slight lead. Bambi took that divergence down at Aqueduct, which again I think was a little bit of an error. But we'll see. I'm sure things will kind of even out as we go. Nito finding Speed Booster. That will put Aqueduct into logic.
Bambi's making their way back on over to the majors here in Torian.
We can see Nito actually getting slowed down in that lava thanks to that speed booster. Always such a weird game mechanic, how like the water and lava seem to slow you down more when you have speed booster on. Bambi about to pick up that grapple beam. And we're seeing Nito turn around. That's interesting. They went up top right, peaked the Oasis and the Gravity. Oh, they're lining up for a speed booster. I like that. Very nice.
Way to get across. And that should have got fully across. There's no way that should have stopped him. So nicely done for Nito. They're going to press on forward into the pre-spacer room.
Yeah, definitely respect that decision making. That's one of those things that I would have never even considered doing. I would have just pressed on, power bombed my way through, and That's it.
Yeah, very well done as Nito comes across the X-ray visor. Make sure you give these racers a follow. Twitch chat, !R in the Twitch chat. Follow the racers, follow the commentary and tracking team, !C. Big shout out to Nori for doing double duty tonight, comms and tracking.
As always, it's my pleasure.
Twitch chat oddly quiet tonight here, Nori.
I'm seeing that. I'm gonna have to encourage them to make some noise.
We can turn the stream off if you want. No, I'm kidding. Not gonna be that mean. Bambi has no problem with Kraid's fist getting in the way. Bambi gets the quick Kraid kill.
And Nito finds the big old dragon on the other side.
Ugh. Ridley and Criteria. What a surprise.
I mean, you get bored of Norfair after a while.
Fair.
But yeah, chat, if you have any questions, feel free to shout them out. I'm fairly familiar with most of the logic myself. I'm sure WX is as well. We can answer kind of any technique questions as we go, especially anything we see the runners doing. Ask away.
21 racers are competing in this community weekly. You too can compete in any community weekly or just in any races in general. You head on over to maprando.com. Generate your own seeds there. Join the Discord. Sign up for some roles. We got competitive roles. We got chill roles. We got whatever you want. You got questions. We got answers. Come on over. Join the Map Rando Discord. Get in now. It's always a ton of fun over there. And again, generate your own seeds over at maprando.com. If you want to play with the settings where the racers are using, that is hard logic, tricky item progression, high quality of life, and tame map layout. Beautiful from Nito. That was not in any percent strat. That was very pretty. Well done from Nito. Showing off. Bambi heading to Watering Hole. We see some majors. No.
Yeah, Bambi, unfortunately. Ooh, on the other hand, Nito has high jump now.
Nito with the high jump.
And as I was mentioning, Bambi actually never has gone back to Criteria to get that speed booster. So once again, they're kind of going a little bit out of logic here. And as you can see, the climb out of the watering hole that they're doing is actually a very hard technique as well. As is the trick Nito did with that fast crumble block drop. That's definitely another tech I struggle with. Those crumble blocks are rough.
Well, stop it.
I know, right?
Don't do it. Don't let it frustrate you.
Oh, I never said it. Well, maybe I did say it frustrates you. I just said I'm bad at it.
Hashtag get good. Nah, I kid. I kid.
Loving the grapple jump on Bambi's side. That can be a fairly tough trick in such narrow corridors through Aqueduct there. Both of these players doing all the logic breaks today. Nito is doing actually an expert trick there, doing the water break free with no suit, trying to get these items. Looks like Bambi's making their way back up to Criteria. They'll likely find that speed booster here soon. Nito, on their other hand, looks like they're making their way back out. Criteria doesn't seem to have too many secrets left.
All right. I am back. I've been here.
Welcome back.
I've been focused on some other things. But I'm here. I'm listening to all this fun stuff in the background, but I'm here. I was doing some other things. Gotta love NBA DFS.
WX had some homework to finish.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Can we get a actual in-out injury report like we do with the NFL an hour and a half before game time? Neato, speed booster, climbs supers, finds missiles. Go ahead, Nori.
I was just saying, Nito with a very impressive trick there, doing that shine charge into the damage boost to get across those. That can be a really, really difficult spot.
Yep.
And we're about to get some map data.
All right, so Wreck Ship has
nothing,
but has Brinstar.
A long ways away.
I'd go for it.
I mean, I don't think you really have too many choices, though. I don't recall if Nito's actually gone down to Aqueduct yet, so that might be what they're after next.
You have high jump and speed that could put Norfair in logic.
Speed alone, actually, either of those items alone would put that Norfair Aqueduct into logic.
So Bambi had the right idea.
Still anyone's race. It's definitely early. Route divergence is all over the place right now, and that can make a world of difference.
We shall see. We shall see. Bambi doing what Nori would do. Powerbomb their way through Gauntlet.
As I mentioned in the beginning, me and Bambi play quite a few of these together. In fact, I would say they're probably the person I've raced with the most, both one-on-one and in groups. Our routing, our plans and plays tend to be very similar, but Bambi just does it better.
There you go. That's how you sell it, Nori. Bambi just does it better. Way to, like, boost up Bambi. You're good too there, Nori, at Map Rando.
I never said I wasn't good. I just said Bambi does it better.
Oh, fun, fun, fun.
Nice shine spark up on Nito's side, going up that main street to get that E-Tank.
The Shine Spark. The shiniest Shine Spark to Spark Shine.
So interestingly, we are seeing Nito going back down, and considering their routing, they really don't have anywhere to go but Norfair or Bryn. So it looks like they're going to be heading toward that aqueduct.
Do it.
Of course, we also just got a glimpse there. They did not get the criteria map. In fact, when I was looking for it, I couldn't even find it on there. It must be really out of the way.
What's over there?
So as we suspected, Nito going down to Norfair. And with that speed booster, the big question is, what will we find at those double items at the top of Aqueduct?
All the things.
Oftentimes, you're correct.
I can't. We're gonna get Nito's items here. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, Aqueduct is a weird bag. Aqueduct can have majors, it can have splits, it can have nothing, it can have just missiles. It's really weird.
And that's very true. That being said, at least in my playthroughs and my opinions, if I see Speed Booster and then Aqueduct, I get excited.
There you go. Are we sure Twitch chat's awake?
No, not at all. I'm pretty sure they snoozing.
Wake up, Twitch chat. Let's go.
This isn't an E-Tank, so nothing fancy there. And I appreciate that, Fluffy. I did not see it, but yeah, it's over by Cack Alley. No wonder they didn't get it. As I was saying earlier, Cack Alley is disgusting.
It's annoying. With no movement items, no gravity suit, it can be a pain. But Twitch chat, hopefully you're all having a good night. All of you viewers out there watching this are having a great night. Bambi, unfortunately, is caught in the quicksand in the Yapping Maw room. Finds their way into left side sand pit. Doing some wall jumps here.
Yep, we saw Nito do this exact same trick earlier. I think there was a couple power bombs at the top. Nothing overly exciting at this point, but at the same time, 5 power bombs turning to 10 is always a happy thing.
Nito, with 6 energy tanks and a reserve tank, is heading through 3 musketeers to see what the item is. It's just a missile. Nothing crazy. Nito's gonna be in a bit of trouble if he runs into a heated room after this.
Definitely possible.
Well, it's a faux heated room. It's Bubble Mountain.
Hey, Bubble Mountain's good times. But that's another thing we have noticed is both racers here have a lot of energy tanks for this point in the game, and with no Varia suit, we're likely going to see a lot of hell runs coming through.
Quite possible. Nice refill from Nito.
And also of note, if they get another super pack, they'll have crystal flash ammo.
Yeah, crystal flash ammo for sure. And that was Botwoon. Not Botwoon, that was
Spring Ball Maze.
Spring Ball Room. Thank you. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get that Varia suit anytime soon.
Not today.
7 energy tanks, 1 reserve tank.
That's Ridley killing ammo. Or health, rather.
Sure! You just need 25 more supers.
True. Very true.
So here is Everest. Firmly in play in logic with grapple.
Always scary with them tape rooms because you might end fish tank.
And a French vanilla fish tank.
But again, with high jump and speed, you can get out of this.
Still, no gravity doesn't mean you're happy to see it.
Also true.
Bambi, you have this thing called an ice beam. There you go. Well done, Bambi. Alright, Nito. What you got over here?
They are
The right side fish
the
tank. Oh, West Ocean.
Another place I'm always excited to find.
Said no randomizer racer ever.
Hey, that's free items. I don't know what you're on about.
West Ocean means you have to deal with everyone's favorite space elephant, usually.
That's true. I will say the one time I hate seeing West Ocean is when it's like right at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm. You gotta get those sky missiles. So annoying. But anyway, in all seriousness here. Oh, look. It's a left side wreck ship door. Or left side map door. I wonder where Phantoon is. And it's Botwoon. Not to be confused with Phantoon, but Botwoon. No way. Oh, it's Baby. This is a mean West Ocean. Oh, this is mean.
This is the best West Ocean.
Botwoon. Baby Skip Room, Phantoon.
A little bit of spice.
Calm down, Powerpuff Girls. Calm down.
So which one's Chemical X then?
Are they racing Aussie? It's Aussie.
Fair. So we see Bambi actually making a push over to Bryn.
Yes, and look at Nito. Beautiful use of Shine Spark to get the Sky Missiles, and it is vanilla. So in all seriousness, though, Aussie is part of these races, and Nori, this is now 4 races in a row. Over 20 participants in the last 4 Map Rando Community Weeklies. How about that?
I'm definitely seeing it. I honestly, since season 2 started, I can only really do these on Wednesdays, every now and then on a Saturday, but every single Wednesday run I have, I think is at over 20 racers, and we're getting up there in number now.
Map Rando is the best Rando. It's my favorite. I might play a little basic tricky tomorrow morning.
I've been practicing my very hards lately. Did a couple runs today that went pretty well.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of skills to know those levels of tricks yet.
And that's all I'm doing is just trying to learn more and more.
There you go.
New things.
Yep. But yeah, I may end up doing a basic tricky tomorrow. Probably not going to stream it. Might put a race in the race time room, though. I got to go get an oil change, so, you know, who knows how long that's going to take.
Feel that.
And here's the Brinstar. So this is the divergence we talked about earlier. You had to go all the way up to Brinstar. There was really no way around it. You needed to go up here. There's the majors, and Nito might have gone the complete wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I counted
At least 5 majors.
Nito doing a little happy dance over there with Phantoon.
I mean, I hope this pays off for Nito, but that's Brinstar full of majors.
Yeah, that's absolutely rough. Like, they're still extremely shy on ammo for Mother Brain and Ridley. There's a good chance Bambi's going to find everything they need right here, where Nito's going to have to go all the way back up. And number 1, space.
Here's the wreck ship map station.
Ooh, Norfair is lonely.
Oh, this might have paid off huge for Nito. One other major.
Single.
It's toilet. Easy to get to. Nori, this could have paid off huge for Nito. You know why? Bambi has to go now all the way to Norfair for one boss with no connectors.
I mean, this is definitely true. But that one major is not going to make that much of a difference, even if it's something important like Charge or Varia. Nito's still likely going to have to come all the way up to Bryn to get everything else. So realistically, I think these racers are about tied. They're just doing things in the opposite order.
Mm-hmm. I think this is going to pay off huge for Nito. I really do. So far we get space and screw attack.
Bambi's
Let's
closing in on
see.
these next 2. One here across the hall and one at GT.
This will be the gravity one. Plasma beam.
There's our
Oh, there we go. Charge beam,
And
go
Varia.
mode. Nito finds Varia! The one major in Norfair is Varia's suit.
So arguably the 2 most important majors are on the opposite sides of the universe from each other, those being Charge and Varia.
Oh, with that, yeah, that's so much advantage for Nito.
We'll find out. I'm honestly curious.
The bombs. Because that's going to lead to Meridia, which is going to contain Mother Brain. We know where Ridley and Dragon are. Nito can route back in Dragon.
Nito doing them sassy underwater wall jumps.
Yeah. This will be interesting. Both racers still need to go back for Ridley. Both racers still need to go back for Dragon. Bambi has they both got ways to kill Dragon. Plenty of energy to do so. This could be a double major. It's gravity! Oh, woo, woo.
And that's just it, though. Nito doesn't have a way to really kill Ridley right now.
No, neither do. Well, Bambi does.
Bambi does. Bambi just needs more health or that Varia.
Oh, this is interesting.
Ooh, nice ice skip there. Yep, you can see Nito now that they found Varia, but no beams. They're looking for those ammos. They got another super pack. Meanwhile, Bambi's worked their way over to that Criterion map station.
Dragon. Oh no, excuse me. Crate and nothing else.
Nope,
There's nothing else. Oh! Meridia.
That is an otherwise lonely
Is
Criterion.
Brinstar a dead end?
No, Brinstar leads back into Criteria here, but yeah, I guess for all intents and purposes, it would be.
Ooh. Wait a minute, so where's Mother Brain?
I think it's Meridia, like you were mentioning earlier.
It had to be. It has to be.
So again, I think that takes some of the advantage away from Nito, because they have to go all the way back up. Well, I guess, no, Meridia's kind of in the middle, so it's still pretty even.
Going to be weird one way or another. Folks, we hope you're enjoying watching this map, Rando. Nito hunting down the supers. Not knowing if they're going to come across Charge Beam at all. We know where Charge Beam is. We'll see where he wants to go. Bambi, he on the other hand is... I don't agree with this whatsoever. He's making his way to Meridia. But it's a very close map station.
Luckily, there's a...
Wow, does Bambi luck out. Mother Brain right there.
But I'm betting you they're going to go check those majors, because they're still looking for Varia.
I doubt it. I highly doubt they're going for those majors. We know those majors are either Wave, Spazer, or Spring. I don't think that... And they're seriously considering it. There's no way.
Either need a lot more E-Tanks or Varia.
Maybe Bambi forgot all about Norfair. Yeah. That's gonna come back to bite Bambi. It's unfortunate. There's nothing here that's gonna help Bambi whatsoever.
This is quite true. But at the same time, given what we know and what they don't know, I can't fault the decision-making. With that many tanks, I'd be still looking for Varia myself.
I would have gone back to Norfair.
I mean, I would have gone right for Norfair the second I found Speed, knowing Aqueduct was there.
More reasons why Nori is better than Bambi.
So many things say that's not true.
I am kidding. Pump yourself up, my guy.
Hey, all you gotta do is look at the stats. The stats don't lie.
Nori, 2 million. Bambi, 2. Okay, 4.
Awesome. I'm beating Eddie.
I'm beating it. I don't know how Eddie got roped into this, but okay.
Because I might be wrong. I think he's the current top point leader this season.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Nito finding some more supers. 3 packs to go. Technically less with the amount of missiles they have.
Bambi's taking an extremely slow refill. You have to get through...
That is a lot of nasty heat to not have Varia.
Yeah, you gotta get through... What is it? I don't know the name of that room, but it's the room before Wave Beam.
That's
Well,
single chamber.
single chamber, thank you. I knew it had 2 words, so... Single chamber. This is tough here for Bambi. Tough to watch, folks. And there's Nito going for the Dragon kill.
Yeah, they'll have more than enough to make it through. Just getting back, they're going to have to take more time to refill.
Yep, Precious Room is gonna have, I'm gonna guess, Wave Beam.
Spring is my guess.
There you go, good call. So it's Wave and Spazer.
And then that very lonely Varia suit.
Just crazy. What a seed. We thought this would be a baby seed by starting off by the ship. There's no way Bambi's gonna go for that through the last Torian escape room. Surely not.
Absolutely.
No
We
way.
have Varia. And again, they don't have the information we do, but at this point, it's a 1 in 3 chance.
That's unfortunate. Nito defeats Dragon. That's 3 bosses down for Nito. Bambi's only got Kraid down. Still has to go to Norfair. Still has to go all the way through Norfair to even get that Varia suit, to get to Phantoon. We know what a long way connector West Ocean it is on this seed. It's just not good. This is really gonna hurt when Bambi comes across one of the other beams.
Very nice escape from Dragon's lair.
The positive is that Bambi will take a pivot save. Or a reset. Based on the pivot saves.
Definitely possible.
Alright, Wave or Spazer.
Betting on Wave.
I'll go Wave as well. And this is landing site? No, it's not landing site. This is Wave Beam, and there's the reset. And the frustration right now for Bambi has to be furious. It's going to be Criteria to Norfair to Varia. All the way back to... Where did we find Ridley? Was it Torian?
It's here in Criteria.
It's Criteria. So where was Dragon then?
Dragon's the one here in Torian.
Dragon's the one in Torian. So again, Nito with 3 bosses down, Bambi with 1. Objectives are bosses.
And once again, your tracker forgets about Dragon.
And that's why commentator, just your co-commentator, just did a friendly reminder. So things you say off screen, so it makes you look like you knew what you were doing the whole time.
Oh no, I'll freely admit my mistakes. It's better content if you laugh at them.
Nori going for the Shine Spark again. Nito, rather. Nori, go for the Shine Spark, will you,
Bold of you
please?
to assume I can do cool things.
I mean, go for the Shine Spark, Nori. Do it.
My Shine Sparks are getting a lot better, actually. I've been practicing.
Good. When this is over, I'm going to get some ice cream, turning on AEW Dynamite, and relaxing for the rest of the night. Oh, who am I kidding? I have other stuff I gotta do.
Ice cream sounds amazing. I might have to go chase some down.
Costco soft serve, just saying. Got it yesterday, never had it, so I have it today. Man, Dragon's so far away.
Everything is far away.
Again, we thought this was a baby seed. This has turned into a really fun seed.
Nito has made it to Ridley. And we're going to see some power bombs in use. They do not have enough ammo based on pure missiles to take out Ridley. So we're going to see some power bomb tricks here. And if you're not familiar with this fight, in particular the power bomb mechanics, doing this wall jump here will also allow double hits to occur on Ridley. Power bombs by default do 200 damage, but if you can do this wall jump and hit it at certain positioning, you'll actually see Ridley flash twice, meaning a double hit went through for a full 400. And Nito playing very safe, using all the power bombs. I have to respect that, because that's exactly what I would do. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, oh, I was thinking you'd broke into your ice cream early, WX.
Squawk. There's a lot of squawking going on. Quack. Quack.
And a clean Ridley kill. Now the last big question, will Nito go ammo hunting to find what they need to finish Mother Brain, or will they go up to Brinstar and find Chard?
Nito. I think Nito knows that he's still very short on majors. Probably heads to Brinstar.
It's possible, but they don't really know which of those two directions has the majors. From here, they could go to Meridia or Brinstar, though I'd have to double check the map. They might have to go through Brinstar to get to Meridia. Both are in Crateria, but I think they have to go through Cack Alley to get to the Meridia entrance, which Nito could not currently do. Bambi, on the other hand, knowing they have everything they need, ignores the sky missiles and just goes straight for Fant.
Bambi, heading for Phantoon.
for the laser beams.
Pew! Pew pew! Pew! No? Pew!
And the delicious microwaved squid is served up.
Weird.
I could definitely go for some seafood right about now.
Calamari sounds good.
Seconded. So we are indeed seeing Nito going up to Bryn. Why, yes, Wanderer. Calamari ice cream.
Nah.
Yeah, that probably would be awful.
No. Doesn't sound pleasant.
Could
So,
be wrong. My culinary skills are not the best, but fish and dairy, I think, in general, do not go together.
not that I'm aware of. Just don't give people the idea to do calamari flavored ice cream. That sounds disgusting.
So does many things in this life that turn out to be amazing.
Huh. Alright, well, here we go. Bambi needs to get Varia here in Norfair. Nito sees all the majors. Nito has the advantage.
Absolutely at this point.
Wow, okay. 2 people have finished in the race time room. Oats and Goats finishes in first place with an official time of 42 minutes and 53 seconds. Aussie finishes in second place with an official time of 45 minutes and 35 seconds. Congrats to 2 of the best in Super Metroid for runners and rando runners. There's Nito's space jump. So, Nori, logic-wise, how is this seed supposed to go to get done in 42 minutes? It had to have been Aqueduct after that speed.
100%. It's getting Speed Booster, going straight down to Aqueduct, going to Norfair, getting Varia, and then basically working your way back up.
Taking out the bosses along the way, because you have Grapple and Speed. You could have taken out Dragon with Grapple, with all the energy tanks that we have, right? And then Ridley, you wouldn't have been able to defeat until you got that Charge Beam?
Pretty much. You would be backtracking to Criteria to deal with Ridley. Like, I think optimal routing on this is kind of as you described, going down to Norfair, dealing with Phantoon, gathering up at least whatever you can, going back, grabbing Dragon on the way, going up to Bryn, getting Charge and all these other delicious, delicious majors, popping back down to deal with Ridley, and then going left to Meridia to seal things off and polish off Crate on the way if you hadn't already.
Mm-hmm.
Yummy, yummy plasma. And our charge. And looks like Nito realizes they're in go mode. They're forgoing that last major back there. I think there is... Oh, no, there's the one up in Gauntlet, too. So they're going to be skipping out on both these majors. I don't think it's going to matter. I don't believe there's too many wet rooms on the way. So even if there are, Nito has the tools to get through them. It's just a matter of doing it faster or not. Meanwhile, over on the other side, Bambi is closing their way out to get out of North Fair. They're going to be back in Torian and closing in on Dragon real quickly. Nito finds disappointment.
That's an item?
Best in the game.
Jeez. Now, Nito finding that map station sees nothing there. Nori! Who do you think finishes first?
Between these two racers, Nito has a commanding lead.
Yeah.
As we talked about earlier, that route divergence is definitely a painful one. Bambi did take a less optimal route, just happens to go the wrong way. And that's all it takes sometimes to just lose any momentum in the race. So Nito now has a visual on Mother Brain, and they're gonna beeline it right there to finish this off. Love how we get the single chamber into double chamber, but backward. Nito going for the Zeb skip, having to come from below, seeing so they don't have wave.
A lot of people finishing up in the race time room right now. Bambi still with one boss to go. I assume they already beat Dragon.
They have beaten Dragon.
Tracker.
It's going to be our running joke from now on.
It is fine. Nito in the lead. At Mother Brain 2. Make sure you give the racers a follow, folks. Exclamation point R on the Twitch chat. Follow the racers. Exclamation point C to follow the commentary and tracking teams.
Definitely come by and visit. I know most of us, if not all of us, do stream our individual races as well as our weeklies.
I gotta give Elgato a call. I keep wanting to race Ratchet and Clank a crack in time any percent. I can't get my 4K stream utility to work properly. I got it fixed.
I'm intending to start attempting the any percents here as well. We'll see how that goes.
I want to eventually get in the randos and stuff. So, Eventually. I want to give a shot at, you know, Ratchet and Clank first. Bambi almost done with Ridley.
Yep, yep.
Nito's done. And the escape timer is going to be 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Ooh, we forgot to do the gamba for that.
Yeah, it's all good. Nice of you, Nito, to pick up some extra missiles on the way out.
Never know if you're gonna need them. Should go grab that spring ball too.
I was just gonna say, go grab the majors just for the funs of it. Just for funsies. Through Croc Speedway.
Which the
Back
double
in the
edge
criteria.
to that joke, everyone, is with the escape and the map randomizer, you automatically get all remaining items.
Mm-hmm. There's no reason to go back for any others.
But what if I want double spring ball? Then what?
I mean, it's one spring ball, but sure.
And
Oh, high five in Crade's room. And that will do it. Nito's done it. Finishes in first place here on the restream. Nito's official time is 56 minutes and 8 seconds, 11th overall.
Which that just tells you what a lightning fast seed this actually was overall. Like a 56-minute time is still pretty good for
It's fantastic.
most racers. Like that's a solid time. But to finish 11th with that time, like that, this seed was insanely quick.
That is very true. I mean, Oates finishing at 42 minutes, almost 43 minutes. Nito finishes at 56 minutes is fantastic. So now Bambi's headed to Mother Brain.
Yep, they'll just be a couple minutes behind, but they'll be finishing up shortly as well.
That they will. And Bambi already has this Mother Brain information. And the biggest thing we can talk about with Bambi was asking about the decisions for going through Meridia to try, again, what you and I assume was the Varia suit hunt. If he hadn't, completely different race. We could have looked at a escape race itself.
Which we'll see if Bambi joins us for the interview. Bambi actually is from Germany, and while he does speak pretty good English, it's a little less than he would prefer, so I know he tends to opt out of the interviews afterward, but he might join us. He's been streaming more lately.
There you go.
Nito, welcome. Good race.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a
GG's, Nito.
very interesting with the layout there, in that you can pretty much do all of the bosses and avoid as many majors as possible.
Definitely was that opportunity. And in fact, you did pretty much all of them right up to the end.
Yeah, as soon as I got Plasma in charge, I said I wasn't going to pick up anything else.
Yep, I had actually made that comment myself watching you do it. And that was truly the interesting thing about this seed, watching you and Bambi go head-to-head, is just seeing the route divergence. As you mentioned, there were so many different possible ways to go, so many different item pickup chances, and even lack of chances depending on your pathing, and you guys took very different map routes.
I'm curious to hear what Bambi did for that.
The long and short, you went down, he went up.
Oh, yeah. So he went up into, like, Wreck Ship into Brinstar?
Correct. He picked up all 6 of those majors there, and then into Meridia, checked those 2, and then finally down to Norfair.
Interesting. Okay.
So
Yeah, I
WX,
mean,
WX and myself were having a significant back and forth on who got the advantage from that because we both kind of saw differing sides.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think naturally I would think that being able to pick up all those majors would put you in a really good position, but I'm not sure because like Phantoon was so far down in Norfair that I like if you can. I'm assuming Gravity was somewhere in Brinstar.
Correct. That was
So
the Gauntlet major.
Gauntlet. Okay. So yeah, if you can pick up that and go all the way down uh, to clean up Phantoon real quick, I gotta imagine that's faster. So I don't
That
know.
was
I
my
just
thoughts too, but given the circumstances, you came out on top given the decisions. I think Bambi actually ended up losing quite a bit of time trying to peek the majors that came up in Meridia and not finding Varia, and that was the real cost there.
yeah. Oh yeah, going down to Norfair first lets you definitely get around. It was giving so many E-tanks at first that I thought I was just gonna have to like Sueless Lava Dive for Dragon at some point. And then I saw Ridley and Criteria, so I was just totally prepared for thinking that I was gonna have to do some uh, really dangerous heated runs and fights. But then I saw Varia in Norfair, and that just alleviated that whole issue there.
Yeah, the energy tanks were absolutely flowing for both of you this seed. I was kind of expecting some shenanigans too, right up until you picked up that Varia.
For sure, yeah. Looked like Bambi finished as well.
That is correct. Official time for Bambi is 1 hour 11 seconds.
I think it's a pretty decent time, and Oates is just a freak of nature for 42 minutes. Holy cow.
Yeah, that had to have been an absolute god route. WX, do you have any questions?
I got nothing. I think you pretty much went over a lot of it. Again, Nito, GG's always a pleasure commentating your races.
GG's for sure.
I think the biggest question of this seed was speed booster. How quickly do you get back to Aqueduct? And I think for Bambi is, did you forget about Norfair when you went to clear out the Meridia majors?
Right. Once I had gone through Turian and Big Pink, and then made my way as far as I could in Criteria, that's when I realized, oh, there's a Norfair entrance there. And even though I had gotten high jump and could have gone up to Wreck Ship, I did go up to Wreck Ship, and I actually just did not see the Brinstar entrance right there. So that just kind of pushed me to check out Norfair more. And I figured I would find other regions through that, but turns out that just wasn't the case, and sometimes being blind can pay off.
There you go.
And actually, that's one of the other comments that I found interesting is Bambi in their early race went down, saw Aqueduct, and just decided to start exploring it. No mobility items, which of course is out of logic. You actually, I go back and looked, you did not find Aqueduct. You mentioned you'd missed the Norfair entrance until after Speed.
Right. So yeah, I had speed as I was going to Aqueduct, and I think that just kind of supported that at least the direction I was going was going to work out for me in some way. At least I was hoping. Um, and yeah, just having as many mobility items as I did just made it feel like even though I didn't have gravity, that I could still just kind of muscle my way through a lot of those water rooms, especially Mount Everest and Fish Tank and all that. I got a little lucky with Fish Tank though, because I fell all the way to the bottom on the left side. So if the left side door was another water room, I was a little, and I was for sure in trouble there.
We were
But
saying
it
the
just kind
same
of worked
thing.
out.
That's a scary area.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of not checking if there's a caution door when going
Oh, I was
down.
preaching to the choir on that one. Well,
Never punished,
definitely a
though.
great race. It was fun to watch you guys. Any other thoughts before we depart tonight? Bambi is going to decline the interview, as we discussed.
Yes, I got nothing else.
Wish me luck in my insane seat that I'm about to start.
Ooh, I might have to tune in
Spicy.
for that. Good luck, Nito.
Thank you.
Indeed. Again,
And just some
definitely follow.
Sorry, Nori. Just friendly words of wisdom, Nito. I'm sure is anyone that can tell you that has raced one, and don't stay up all night. Shut it off. Come back and revisit it if you don't finish it tonight.
I'll try. My last one was actually pretty decent at about like an hour 45 minutes.
On an insane seed?
Wow.
Yeah, they're getting kind of baby out here.
Oh, shots fired.
I'll stick with my very hards, thank you. Again, Twitch chat, do not forget to follow. Nito is going to be doing some fun, entertaining stuff after our seed here tonight, so go take a look.
Yep. All right, folks. That'll do it for Bambi, for Nito, for Nori. I'm WXFan21 saying we'll see you next mission.